Hey friends, what is going on? Elvis here. Let's talk Sombra. I want to have a little bit more of a serious discussion about this character. As you know, or if you don't know, I have a second account which I main Sombra on. Now what I've found so far is that unless you're doing everything, you're doing nothing. So what I mean by that is, in terms of your team's opinion, right now it feels like unless you're just absolutely nailing it, 3 kills, EMPing everyone, then that's okay. But if you're not, let's say you go and get 2 picks, team loses a team fight, it's the exact opposite. All of a sudden, Sombra is doing nothing. This is a weird phenomenon that's unique to Sombra as well. So for example, if you play Soldier 76 and you go and get 2 kills, you get a pat on the back, and that's great, isn't it? How good is that? You just got 2 picks. Totally different when it comes to Sombra. This effect also gets deeper the lower your rank is. So when I find myself playing in matches, 4000 SR plus, it's totally fine. The idea of a Sombra in the game, 100% fine, completely welcomed. But when you drop down to, say, the goldish area, without a doubt, pretty much 50% of the games, even higher, in fact, I'd probably say 75% of the games, 3 out of 4, someone's going to complain before the game even starts. So what's going on here? What's really happening? The truth is, I don't know the full story around this, but I have some pretty good understanding why this is happening. In my opinion, it's because Sombra has never been good in the mainstream, if that makes sense. For example, like Roadhog, he's had his time to shine. He had those broken hooks for ages. Lucio's another great example. With his speed boost, he's always a good pick to choose. How can you go wrong? But to give you some reference to put all this in context, it's a little bit similar to Symetra to a previous buff. So Symetra did get buffed quite a lot in the past, and if you previously chose Symetra on attack, it was almost guaranteed that you would lose the game, no matter how well that you played. So this idea does not directly translate over to Sombra. That's the funny thing about it, but people think it does. If a character's bad, immediately the public put the character in the don't play this character category. You also kind of find this a little bit with Widow and Hanzo sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're Kefri, it's kind of like, why are you choosing Widow? When you can choose her, get a pick, and be in a 6v5 situation, lose the team fight. Once again, it's Widow's fault, apparently. So I feel like there's a mutual experience about myself playing Sombra as a main on my other account and other Sombra players. There's kind of a little bit of a secret in my opinion, and if you are a Sombra main, let me know if you share the same feelings, but none of us want Sombra to be overpowered. It's kind of this awkward balance where we want to play Sombra without being completely bombarded every single game that we play, but at the same time, we don't want her strong enough to hit the mainstream where everyone else is going to be playing her as well. It's kind of fun to play this character that everyone thinks is completely underpowered when it's the exact same opposite. As you all know, Sombra's not a DPS, she's a distractor, she's a disruptor. If you get picks, that is absolutely amazing. She supports a team. The last thing I will leave you with is that communication is key with Sombra, but this is completely counterintuitive when if you choose Sombra before the game starts, someone's going to complain. So how can you be like, hey guys, alright, I'm about to drop my ultimate, Zarya, how close is yours? What's going on in the game, when before you even start, you already just don't even want to be in team chat. So that's a very unique situation that Sombra's in right now, and it's definitely going to be a massive challenge for both Overwatch developers to overcome, but also players of Sombra to just put up with in general. It's really hard to try and find the fun when you play this character when you're constantly bombarded, but still knowing that she's a fantastic character. To finish off the video, I'm going to say it one more time. Unless you're doing everything with Sombra, your team thinks you're doing nothing. And this is a shame, and I hope that this changes in the future. Let's see how it goes.